Birds do obviously feast on these animals as well. So this has obviously been attacked by a bird. So this larva obviously never grew to an adult. It was food for a bird. Some of the dried flowers still up on top of the stem here. This might be more of a natural exit hole, but a larva, something that wasn't pestered by a bird or some other critter after the bug. I did pull some of the larvae out of the gulls, give you a little better look at their size. Obviously you have to go with a very small lure slash hook. This is the ice fishing hook. You don't expect to catch a very big fish. Well, maybe. You can always luck into it, but right now, legally, I only can take like sunfish and crappies, perch. But if I find some water that's next to a shoreline near a dock, I might make the attempt at actually fishing. I don't know if I'll do that today or not. This was after about half hour of collecting. For early spring when the ground's still frozen in Minnesota, and you got a little bit of thawing along the shorelines of these small ponds. And if you had a shovel or a pitchfork to get to the roots, these roots on these cattails are loaded with starches, which help the new shoots come up. And that would, for the effort spent, you'd burn calories in the harvest, but I think you'd get just a huge amount of calories out of your effort in the roots. And you cook the roots or boil them. You could probably eat them raw. I'd be a little worried about anything that's coming out of a pond with animals, ducks. But who knows what's in here? But you don't want to get parasites or other bugs. But definitely a major source of food for this area of the world. Huge amounts of starch in even this little tiny pond here. Not that I was really looking for this, but here's some fairly cool worm burrow patterns that are just underneath the bark in these trees. This tree is really decorated with them. I'm in a little wooded area next to my house here. I see this swamp birch, yellow birch, whatever it's technically called. You can tell by the bark. It has that papery look to it. This stuff's a little thicker than normal, but there's the chaga, a little bit of some kind of tumor that's formed by a fungus in the tree. Apparently people think it has medicinal properties, so anyway, they're gonna leave it alone. But looks like it'd be a lot of chaga there. It's actually kind of got some resin or something dripping out of it. Very recent burrows into the ground here. I'm not even sure what kind of animal produced this. Weird. Some kind of rodent. Oh, that's weird. Not familiar to me as far as what animal would produce that. Almost looks like crayfish, but it's way too far from the shoreline to be crayfish. So, interesting.